Okay, this is silver. This is early in that rising phase, right? So we have moved up very sharply. 66 up to 71 is what we would be looking for here. Short term, bullish translation happening here. Right, you can see the ascending triangle just turned out to be that's what happened here, but that's your coil, right? And then you moved up and out. Very nice action here. As I said previously, here was your opportunity back. We get our drawings back on 11/26, right? As we moved up and out of range, and that led to where we are now. After which we moved sideways, just in a very clean trading range, right? That range, if we just measure it, is right around 266. So measured move is at around 6250ish. So we are basically right there. So very strong action here in silver as well. Obviously, we all know that 12.9 to about 12.16 was when that low was due. I'm not focusing on cycle timing here at all. Okay, why? That's due to the fact that you're in a strong uptrend, right? When you're in a strong uptrend, and you see how how the underlying is behaving, right? The angle that we're rallying is starting to go like that. Don't get into that thing where it's like, okay, there's a low due here, I can't trade long. It's like you are missing the opportunity, right? That is not the right way to be thinking. This is a secondary opportunity. This was the primary opportunity. This was your primary. This is just not working properly. This was your primary right here, and this is your secondary, right? Focus on that. That will really help you to understand and how to actually be in a move, right? Because when you get into that phase, when things start to rally, all of a sudden like that, cycles shorten. It happens all the time. Cycles shorten. So you just can't be thinking, okay, everything's going to be linear. Everything's going to, be this same length, even going out when rallies get sharp. That's not how it is. So that's why it is far more helpful to simply follow these simple patterns like what I've been highlighting, like these ascending triangles, like these coils for trigger opportunities to get in. Because if you do that, you will be able to be in moves like that. You will be able to be in moves like what we saw in PAS. Don't get overly focused on short-term cycle timing when you get into a euphoria phase. Okay, that's an important thing. So, what should you be really doing? You should be highlighting and trying to see clear patterns for your trigger opportunities, like that sideways rectangle in the uptrend. That is a continuation pattern for a move up. The ideal opportunity was back here, as we highlighted, as it curled up first out of that coil, as it started to come out of the coil. But then after that, this is a secondary. Now, if you did not want to trade it up here, there were certainly opportunities in silver miners like PAS as well on that clear bull flag. Find ways to be involved if it fits into your style, right? But very important to not be overly focused on short-term cycle timing when you get into a euphoria phase. Identify your areas of interest that will help to trigger your, in this case, longs with clear stops, and then you let the underlying do what it wants to do. But you have to understand where you are, as I said in the opener, in that sentiment cycle. That's a key input to understanding how you want to be trading that phase of the move. Okay, so very important. Could probably do a whole hour-long thing on that, but watch office hours. I try to highlight a lot of these things there, but very important action In silver, very important action that's happening and has happened this year in gold to really study deeply, because you'll see this in all kinds of stocks, all kinds of markets. It's the same stuff that happens over and over and over again. Everything rhymes, right? So very important.